I'm Shay Russell from mining.com.au, and joining me today is Ian Prentice, the Managing Director for Cosmo Metals. Ian, it is a pleasure to have you on again. How are you?
Hey Shay, I'm really good, thank you very much.
Now, at the RIU earlier in the year, you were talking about just how big the opportunity was here at the Nundle Gold Project, and you've just completed a LiDAR survey. Can you tell me what that LiDAR survey has revealed for you?
Yeah, no, absolutely, and it's it's fantastic to have that connection back to what we were talking about at RIU. So yeah, we've received and prioritised the first 90 square kilometres of the survey for Nundle. So Nundle's at 260 square kilometres of a big tenement area. So prioritised the first 90 square kilometres that covers the old Nundle Goldfield, and so what it's telling us there is we've got some really big systems. So we've got two main priority target areas. There's the folly line where we're looking at the moment. We've got at least 2.5 kilometres of strike of old gold loads, sort of old workings. And then at the Hanging Rock area, that goes up to about 6.7 cumulative kilometres of strike of old gold loads. So really big systems that have generated a lot of gold over the time.
Now, I know this is a historic area and it's produced in excess of 300,000 ounces of gold in its life. But tell me, that gold must have come from somewhere. I know you're an explorer at heart. Have you been able to solve that puzzle yet?
We're solving that puzzle. I think that's the answer. So look, this LiDAR is a really great tool in pointing us along that pathway. So it really helps us to define, what these systems look like, how big these systems are. As you say, so 300,000 ounces of gold, so alluvial gold, deep lead gold, and primary hard rock gold. But the old timers have hardly scratched the surface, right? So you've got this huge amount of gold that's come out of this system. But what it's telling us now, and the geology work we've been doing in parallel with the LiDAR, is really pointing us to where we think the source of this gold may be. And what we're looking for here at Shay is we're looking for multi-million ounce type deposits. That's what we're after, right? So that's the goal of what we're chasing. And so, having had 300,000 ounces of gold already come off, that's a really great start, isn't it?
It's pretty impressive, but also too, has this ground ever seen like a modern day drilling program?
Look, from what we can see so far, never been a drill hole into the Hanging Rock area. There's a little bit of drilling up at the folly line that we've talked about previously, and that's a really great lead into follow up there. But at Hanging Rock, nothing so far. So look, we're doing a lot more work digging deeper into the data, but from what we can see right now, not a single drill hole.
Obviously, there is a lot of desktop geology to be done, but what can we expect to come out next from Cosmo Metals? How do you pursue this project?
Yeah, so look, I guess what I've talked about before, boots on ground. We've got to get out there. We've got to verify what we've seen in the LiDAR. We've got to walk the ground. We've got to collate all that historical data to make sure that we're really on track with all that information, using all of that information to guide our next steps of exploration. And then following that, it's really getting into systematic exploration that will lead us through to some point in time, get out there and drill it.
Listen, Ian, I'm really excited to watch this opportunity unfold. Thank you so much for being here today.
Awesome. Thanks, Jake.